Here we go again. I'm Maggie Williams, and this is a recording in the series for implementing business and products, business modeling, and today I'm talking about key partners. So key partners are really important. You never work alone, but even as a company, you always work with partners outside your company. And it's really important to, again, identify who are your key partners. How is your relationship? Are you very dependent on them? And how do you deal with that? And how do you arrange that? So what are motivations for entering into key partnerships? Well, of course, the most basic one is optimization and economy of scale. If somebody else does a thing on a large scale, he can probably do it better and cheaper than you do. So you buy from them or you use their services. Then there's reduction of risk and uncertainty, and that also really has a lot to do, for example, with quality. If you want to deliver certain quality, especially in products, you want to reduce the risk and the uncertainty that the things that you get, that you deliver to your end customer, but that you need other elements to make. You want to have a solid quality, so you want to enter into a partnership and not just buy one time from here, one time from there. And then it can be that there are particular resources and activities that are not key, that are not really your type of business, or that you simply cannot acquire by yourself, and then you enter into a key partnership there. Now, there are different types of partnerships that you can enter into, just as you have different types of partnerships between people. There can be strategic alliances between non-competitors. This can be on a very high level between different businesses, but it can also be very simply what you see often with designers, that they work in a kind of cooperative way, that you have multiple designers that each in principle work from themselves, but if they get a project in, that they will work together with others, and that the others will simply bill them, or that they share the bills, and that they in that sense don't work competing. So they don't compete for the customer, but they work together on different aspects of the project. Co-opetition, there can be strategic partnerships between competitors. This sounds, if you're competing, you maybe don't want to work together, but in some industries it's quite normal, especially when you talk about really large industries. I've worked in the delivering the measuring equipment to the offshore industry, for example. If you want to get the full contract for a new refinery, for example, then most companies don't have all the equipment necessary for that themselves. So they enter into a strategic partnership with another company that maybe in principle is your competitor, but has part of the equipment that you don't have, and together you offer the full, not full Monty, but the full set of automation that they need. There can be a joint venture to develop new businesses, especially new businesses often are being developed in cross sections of existing fields. So maybe somebody who is into biology, or somebody who's into some company that's strong in certain chemical processing aspects, they create a joint venture to develop a new type of business, to bring forward a new type of technology that is in that cross-section. And then you can have a really key partnership in terms of buyer-supplier relationship to assure that you have reliable supplies from the one hand. The other party can be happy to have stable sales, and then you can have specific quality arrangements. So here's some illustrations of examples of strategic partnerships. So for example, the Heineken Brewery has strategic partnerships with a lot of bars, where they help them out with the equipment that is necessary in the bar, but then again they go into a long-term relationship with them. Another example is a bicycle and accessories. So the accessory company making and developing the accessories is a separate company, but if a bicycle manufacturer designs something that is specifically a mother bike, then often they work together with the accessory company to make a special individually designed, maybe not the shape, but even the color scheme, so that it's actually a match with the mother bike, so that there is a fully integrated product and they benefit from each other's things. So there's other things where there's different companies work together in a strategic partnership to have a certain thing in the market. Now, of course, every type of business has a different type of partnership that is necessary, and it's important to find out what it is for your business. But there are some general things. So when you talk about the value proposition, again, the key partnerships are about enabling to develop the value proposition. What is very well known is the fast-moving consumer goods, so everything that's in the supermarket, other stores. Of course, their availability, that the consumer is actually able to get it, plays a major role in that value proposition. So having good distribution partners is really important. Like Coca-Cola, you can find Coca-Cola anywhere on the globe. That's not what Coca-Cola are doing by themselves. All these people that are selling Coca-Cola are not working for the Coca-Cola company, but they have entered into really strong key partnerships with those distribution partners. Another thing where it often happens is when you're talking about really advances in technology. This is a high-risk activity. You don't always know if it will work out, what you will deliver, and so different companies then work together where they share the risk of the investment to bring the technology forward. So as a general rule for companies, it's really important to focus on where you are creating your value, and that it can be very sensible to outsource the rest. If your value proposition, for delivering your value proposition, you are absolutely dependent on a key partner, then that is a risk, because if that key partner can then pressurize you to pay more for their services, or otherwise if the key partner is not delivering, then your value proposition is at risk. So key partners are important, but you have to choose which activities are done by your own key resources and by your key partners. Think about that while you are developing your business model canvas. That's it for today. Checking out.